3 years after the 2020 presidential election, the Nevada Attorney General is only now apparently investigating 6 Republicans who falsely pledged the state's electoral votes to Donald Trump. I get that there were possible issues and maybe even crimes, but why in the world is the Nevada AG, who has previously indicated he wouldn't pursue criminal charges, doing this now? Democratic Attorney General Aaron Ford's probe is similar to ones we're seeing in other states, Georgia, Michigan, Arizona, and also separate from a federal probe into Trump's efforts to overturn the 2020 election being conducted by special counsel Jack Smith. But according to Politico, quote, in recent weeks, investigators have questioned witnesses about the attempts of the so-called alternate electors to present themselves as viable representatives of the state's voters. Investigators have also asked about documents those people prepared as part of the effort. Former Clark County Registrar of Voters Joe Gloria told our affiliate in Vegas that a state investigator reached out to him as part of the investigation, according to the Washington Post. It's been going on since at least September. Okay, say they started in September. Again, why are they starting it so much after the fact? There's 6 Republicans who signed the false electoral certificates on September 14, 2020, including State Party Chair Michael McDonald, State Party Vice Chair Jim Hindle, National Committeeman Jim DeGraffenreid, Clark County GOP Chair Jesse Law, and 2 others. And even in May, criminal charges didn't seem like they were on the table, with AG Ford saying, quote, as you all know, I've been silent on Nevada's fake electors except to say that the matter was on our radar. With it on our radar, we ascertained the current state statutes did not directly address the conduct in question, to the dismay of some, and I'm sure to the delight of others. So, seems like case was closed. The only thing that I can think of that could have possibly changed is that one of the 6, Jim DeGraffenreid, was called as a witness by Fulton County, Georgia prosecutors. He'd apparently been in touch with a Trump campaign lawyer, Kenneth Chesbrough, who pled guilty last month in Georgia. He'd emailed Chesbrough with a subject line that read, urgent Trump-Pence campaign asked me to contact you to coordinate the December 14th voting by Nevada electors. But even if all that is true, it shouldn't change the analysis that the state statute doesn't address the conduct. Nevertheless, in September, AG Ford seemingly changed course, saying, quote, I've never said that we weren't going to prosecute. It's not that I've said that I can do nothing. What I said, and I've been precise in my wording on this, is we don't have statutes in this state that directly address this issue. What? We reached out, not giving any comment. His probe certainly comes at an interesting time politically, with recent polls showing Trump leading in battleground states. Look, it's still unclear if AG Ford will seek indictments. But why 3 years after the presidential election is he just starting to investigate? That does it for us tonight. Banfield starts now. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.